This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. As you know, and I don't have to go very far into my explanation, I consider GMT one of the greatest wargaming companies of all time. What they've been able to do, how brilliant they do things. Their 500 series, the reserve system is smart. This is what keeps great companies and businesses doing smart business practices. Well, on top of that, having great games made, things from Herman Luttman, from Volkel. The Coin series has been a humongous win for them, and this is one I've been waiting for quite some time. Red Dust Rebellion, which just came in here. Now, I really haven't had a chance to really go through it, but I want to show you everything. We've been through 2 hurricanes, and I am running on generator power. But I want to make sure that I showed you this and had you go out and support this great game that'll be out this month for you, or most of you have it by now. It is... it takes something, and we got to give Jay Carmichael, the game designer who took Volkel's great series and has really just done some amazing things. As I've been, I've had plenty of time to read. That's for doggone sure, in the dark. But I want to show you the board. I want to show you some things here. I want to talk about this, a little backstory on this. I think you'll really want to make sure that you get this one, especially if you're a sci-fi nut like myself. Let's go down, check it out. So, like with every GMT game, this board is massive. I mean, absolutely massive. And I'm trying to get it in here a bit. It's not the easiest thing to do. Maybe if I just kind of pick this up a little bit. You've got your casualties, your displaced population, your overflow box, your Earth government confidence, how things are going to run through here, your different parts of the planet that you're going to be trying to navigate, the moons, the transit, Earth itself over here, how this all works into here when you're into orbit. Really just some interesting things. Again, this is a skirmish game, and in this you can play up to 4 different players, okay, because there are 4 different factions that you're going to be playing. You're going to have the Church of the Reclaimers, okay. Let me make sure I get this in here. The Red Dust Movement. This is where we want nothing to do with Earth. Mars is ours, and that's it. The corporations, which are like, hey man, I don't care if you think Mars is yours. We want what we want. And then of course the Martian government. The corporations want, well, of course, like everything else, to take over things. Very black rockish in a way. You're going to have each faction uses his forces and unique set of abilities to influence the spaces on these maps. Okay? Moreover, each faction is working hard towards a unique goal. Mars government wants to create a stable government that remains loyal to Earth, while enjoying the support of the people of Mars. That's a hard balance to do. The corporations want to turn Mars into a place, of profit. That's all they care about. The Red Dust wants to form their own government for Martians, by Martians, without Earth interference, and the Reclaimers want to keep Mars out of the hands of those who would truly change it instead of adapting humanity to be truly Martians. Very unique, has solo rules to it, and these cards you were going to utilize. I was messing around with it a little bit, and as much as we can during this hurricane, and very interesting and is very smooth. I was surprised how smooth it is. A lot of pieces you're going to recognize, okay, that fit into all the other, Coin Games, excuse me, Earth Government here. Let's not forget them, right? They're always in trouble. You've got your little playbooks here for the corporations, the Martian government, wherever you're going to be involved here. They're going to tell you what your motive is, what your motivation for each faction. And like I said, you've got your player aids here, which are going to help you. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get over sickness a bit on top of everything. Your event charts and so forth and so on. You have everything is just really written out very well. Your playbook for Red Dust Rebellion. There is some reading. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be reading and to really get this down. But if you played the coin games before, you're going to have an understanding, and this tutorial really, really helps you. Okay, and it's going to walk you through everything so you can see some of the different nuances and stuff like that. I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around it. That's why I'm not talking too much about the rules. I don't want to tell you something wrong. Your rule book, this is not something for the light of heart. It is a little bit bigger than normal. Solitary, it is a high complexity, but the game overall is a medium complexity on the GMT scale, which means you're going to have to put some time into this. Okay, it gives you everything what you got in here. Again, how you're going to build these corporations and run your faction a certain way, and politically push, use, and take out, and everything else that you need to do here. Beautifully illustrated, very well done. Your campaign cards are going to tell you how things are going to go. Excuse me, let me just turn this over here. And how you're going to achieve certain victories, because you will have your rules reference booklet here, which will also help you and kind of give you the sequence of play, kind of shorten up so you can use this to go to the rule book, because there's a lot of little nuances here that you are going to go through. And I believe this is 35, I think it was like 40 something pages, maybe more than that. Yes, let me just double check here. Yeah, it's about, with your key terms and all the stuff that you'll need to know. Beautiful, beautiful maps. I mean, just this really, again, you take a theme and pull you in, and that's what this game really does. And hats off to Jay Carmichael for really bringing this Mars theme and really making it strong. And again, about 35 pages, but you really got to read through this because there's a lot going on here. Especially if you've never played one of these, I really suggest going through the tutorial, making sure that you go through it a bit. Try to do the 2-player game before you do the solo variant. The solo variant is very complex, and you want to make sure that you understand how a coin game works if you never played one before. So, just a quick look at this, just to give you a nice little feel and why I think you should be excited about this and go out and get this. You got your victory point chart here, which is just glorious. But beautiful board. Everything that they do is just fantastic. So definitely go check this out when it comes out. This is a must-have. A must-have if you're a coin player. A must-have if you're not. Another great GMT game. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts. That board is enormous. It is beautiful. Another, just GMT masterpiece. I sit here every time I do a GMT video and go, wow, this is a masterpiece. Yes, it is. They do it better than a lot of people do it, and I'll tell you, it is just so impressive how they do things. And again, this series, this when you start going outer space, I'm in all the way. I'm very excited about this. This is fantastic. I've started messing with it again. You know, we've had storms, sickness, and everything else, and my son with his spine tumor that we've got to take care of this week. I wanted to make sure I got this in, you know, because GMT has been fantastic to me. And, you know, during the storm, when the wind's blowing, I was reading this, and I was locked in, coming out here, moving some things around, trying to figure things out with a flashlight. Right now we're running off generator just so I can get this filmed. But just absolutely very, very, very good, and a must-have for your collection. Like I said, the solo is complicated, and if you've never played a coin game, play this with a friend, or play two-player. Try to get a feel for both factions, and get a few things under your belt. Go through the tutorial a few times, and then delve into the single player. You'll get more out of it. It'll be easier, and then boy, you got something here. You got something really special that'll give you hours and hours and hours of replayability beyond human belief. Another masterpiece from GMT, Jay Carmichael and Volko. So there you have it. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.